Alright, the highlight video from September 21st, Wednesday, GreatStockPicks.com. Didn't put one out Tuesday. It was my son's 16th birthday, so left a little early and got home a little late. So don't have a video from yesterday. And today, got a few things to show you. The very first call was ADBE. Give me a second here to get my drawing tool going. One of our members, Sam, I believe it was, alerted the room to the setup, so I looked at it. And Adobe, you can see the gap up here on earnings, and then the big pullback. I called it. Thanks for the alert from Sam. I called Adobe. Let me get this right here. At 25.31. I'm not sure where that is on that green candle. Probably about right there. And the stop about 21 cents below, right below that green candle. It doesn't look like much, but I mean from 25.31 over the next 5-10 minutes or so, it did hit a couple times 25.57, and an okay early trade. Certainly we don't take a loss on that. If we get a 26-cent move in our favor, we're not going to let it come down and stop us out later today. We're selling some, tightening the stop. So nothing really to brag about there. I mean, the best call of the day was Halliburton. I'm trying to make a concerted effort to show everything I called during the day. So these videos might actually get a little boring because I've been accused of only showing winning trades, and I think you'll quickly see why I don't show them all, because it can just be boring. But Halliburton, HAL, a big push down here, bouncing. On this push, I called it long at 36.41. Probably, I don't know, probably somewhere right there on that candle, 36.41, and it went to 37.03. So it doesn't look like much in the scope of things because the market sold off so hard at the end of the day. But that actually gave us a 62-cent move in our favor. And the stop was 19 cents below, but once we called it, it really never looked back. So it was just a matter of selling into the pop. Again, I'm going to try to get them all today. IVN, I called right over this little narrow candle here at 17.80, and it went quickly to 17.88. But right after I called it, I said, hey, we've got oil numbers coming out, and so I personally didn't take the trade because I don't want to call anything into oil numbers, and recalled it, or called it again right here at 17.51, and it did go sideways almost forever from there. Gave you plenty of time to put a little money in your pocket, or worst case, kill it flat. So there's another example of a boring trade. I already talked about Halliburton. AMSC, I called at 4.99, right when it looked about like this. I called it 4.99 with a 4.92 stop, so 7 cents risk. This one's really beaten up, but I thought if it could get through the high of the day, 4.99 might get it there. I should have said 5.01 probably, but that one didn't follow through at all. So there was a stop out on that one. Yahoo on this initial pullback, YHOO. I called right over this little narrow candle at 14.44, and it only went to 14.50, but gave you a good 10 minutes or so to kill it flat and say, well, it didn't go back to the high of the day. I made sandwich money, as I like to say, on that one, but I didn't lose on it because, again, as always, we teach defensive trading. And then OVTI. Late in the day, I called it. It hit, and this is the last call I made before the FOMC. I didn't think I was going to call anymore, but OVTI hit 16.74 here. Started to show some volume. You can't see it here, but you can there. I called it over this high at 16.75. Worst case stop, 16.57, so not a bad risk reward, but 16.75. Again, we were coming into the FOMC, and I didn't want to be in a trade, but man, we got a nice little pop there and sold into that pop, knowing FOMC was coming, and a lot of our members celebrated that one as well. And again, that and the SPY and everything else rolled over at the end. Yes, I'd love to make a wrap-up video saying after that initial pop, following the FOMC, I told everybody to short, but that's not the case. What I do post FOMC is just sit on hands and take the afternoon off, basically. it gave an initial pop here and then tanked, and I've seen that before, and I've also seen it initial pop, tank, and then right back through the highs of the day. To me, there's no predicting it. I guess in hindsight, yeah, short makes more sense with all the worldwide chaos right now, right? But I would just prefer to go back to cash before FOMC, and then wait for the opening bell tomorrow and try to find some new ideas. Yes, I wish I had shorted or called a short there, but I didn't, and it's because I'm very safety oriented, and to me there's really no predicting what the market's going to do post FOMC. So safety first in my opinion. So have a good night. That's the entire day's calls, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.